Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great start to your day. It is cold outside. Good morning, Mio. I hope you're having a great start to your day. It was very nice seeing you and hearing you sing the other day. Yeah, it's a little bit chilly here today. In centigrade, it is about minus 10, maybe minus 12, somewhere in there. Morning, Sean. The reporting station says it's 18 Fahrenheit here, but on the back porch it says 15. At least the thermometers I've got. And the back porch is protected a little bit. Sharon, happy Friday. Good afternoon to you. I've been on the road this week. Had to take care of some business out of state. Well, little difficult for me to drive and go live. But got everything done, persevered. I was driving home listening to the radio, and the radio station I was listening to, it was close to Hickory, North Carolina. That's where I was anyway. And they said Haywood County was going to get a foot of snow. I've got to look up Haywood County and see where that is in our mountains. We might get a dusting of snow Sunday morning, I think they said. It's so cold the camera's shaking, shivering. Yeah, last night on Moggs and Stevie B, uh, I was listening. It was all I could do to stay awake. I was a little bit tired. I wanted to jump up and talk to him, but I was concerned I'd end up falling asleep and snoring. I didn't want to do that. But I was down probably 30 miles from Danny Staten. Oh no, how far did you have to walk? I understand that. Do what you can when you can so that you'll be able to do more longer. Mike, good morning. How much snow you got, buddy? I want to hear feet. Need to do that. Mike, I was driving home yesterday and they were saying that Haywood County here in North Carolina, which is along the Tennessee North Carolina border, is going to get a foot of snow. And the only reason I was paying attention was because when they said Haywood County, Michael Haywood came to mind. I didn't know Michael Haywood was so famous to have a county named after him. Whoa, 45. I think you were warmer than we were here. The highest temperature I saw yesterday was 35. And that was when I passed through Winston. We're on that roller coaster period. We'll be in the 40s for a day or two, and then the high temps will be right around freezing. 40s Fahrenheit. Uh, I looked up Boone, which is pretty good ways in our mountains. Yesterday's high was 16 and the low was 11, and that's about as cold as it was here, at least any place that I checked. Brought it home off the lake, or did you take it out to the lake? Whoa, that's not good. So you brought it home off the lake. But Mike, you'd have quite the story to tell. My house sunk. People hear about boats sinking all the time. They never, that I know of, hear about a house sinking. Whoa. She was singing the other day, Mike. First time I've seen her sing in a long time. That's true. She's always working hard, got a smile on her face, and she sings very well. Mostly most lately, she's been working at the shop. I haven't seen her play video games. It's been longer for that than singing. See, even Nightbot knows Mio. I know Mio. You should sing the song instead of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs song. Hi ho, it's off to work I go. You sing I o, it's off to work I go. Yeah, Mike. I just thank the Lord I got enough money to pay my bills. Yeah, that would work too in her case. I wanted Mio to come on and talk music on my music channel. Encourage her, Mike. Mio, you're young. You can take it. She looks like she's 12. Do you remember that, Mike? The first time I, I don't remember exactly how I saw Mio in chat, and I checked out her channel and I watched her for a couple of minutes, and it's like I just can't watch a 12-year-old. You know, Mio, enjoy it. When you're 50, you'll look like you're in your 20s. Then I found out her age, and it's like, okay, I can watch her sing. Most of the time, I end up phones on the charger whenever Mio's singing, and I just listen to that. Mio, have you seen my music channel? That's my music channel. It would be, oh, that's not bad. Uh, but Mio, I'm only going to do one show a week for the music channel, and that'll be my Saturday night, your Sunday morning. Uh, when you get when you get caught up on one day, hopefully you'll get caught up. You can come on and talk about music a bit. Wow, Mike, that's not a lot of snow for you guys. Yeah, I know, Mike. You like that cold weather. I like cool weather, not cold weather. I wanted to go to Mount Mitchell yesterday on the way home, but they were having snow, and with the parkway still having areas closed, I didn't want to take the chance. Yeah, Mio, your summers get really hot. If I ever visit the Philippines, I think it'll be in the wintertime. It's like Florida. Uh, if I visit Florida, it's going to be uh, late fall or wintertime. Yeah, that's what happens when you live on an island, though. That's because you're so little, Mio, and where you live, it doesn't get that cold, I don't think. So you're just not used to it. And Mio, if you want to share your channel, type exclamation ME. You can see Mio working at the shop, sometimes singing, sometimes playing video games. Well, good job, Nightbot. Well, I'm just saying if you want to share it, you can. Julie. Hello, Miss Julie. Like Mio, Julie, and quite a few others. Oh, thank you, Sharon. You know, you guys are good people, and if you come to chat, I want you to be able to share your channel. And Mio, as hard as you work, you deserve a lot of credit. Sharon, Julie says hello if you're walking around the room. John P. Good afternoon, John. Yes, I have. I've never seen the movie, but I've heard of the butterfly effect. That's why I try to hang out with good people, you know. Like I say, I always smile at people. It makes your friends happy and it makes your enemies wonder what you're up to. That's a stretch, but it's funny. John P., I got to watch your Wednesday night show because I was traveling and I wasn't able to jump around into channels. I was in Moggs and Stevie B's chat last night trying to stay awake. I had had a long day. I would have come up on the panel with them, but I didn't know I'd be able to stay awake. And the last thing you guys need to hear is me asleep snoring. Yep, saw you there, John. But those 2 hours went by really quick. That's it, John P. Oh, not going to see me fall asleep or pass out on a panel. Kathy Bates, good morning. Because with my asthma, I don't know that you've ever heard snoring like I can snore. and I wouldn't want to do that to anybody's channel. My next month, I hope to make it down east. There's been a couple of reports, not recently, but in recent history, I guess would be the way to put it, last several years. And there's a park I want to go to. Well, Kathy's in touch with nature. Kathy, how much snow do you have? Sonia, good evening, Sonia. I hope you have had a great day. I know, Sonia. I was so happy to see you get back to Hong Kong safely. I'm really glad you were able to visit your family. And thank you for the coffee. Actually, I'm thinking about making another cup of coffee. No, Mike, I usually make a pot of coffee, but I've already had one pot. So I've got like an emergency jar of instant coffee. And sometimes I'll make one cup from that, but that's rare. And I don't think Julie shared her channel. There you go, Kathy. I don't like any drugs. I'm crazy enough without drugs. Sonia, if you want to share your channel, !ME, and Julie, if you wanted to share your channel, same thing. Thank you, Mio. Nothing's going to happen if you do that. Just like Nightbots said. One that works, Mike, is !Mio. That one works. I need to make one for Nightbot. Oh, Mike, Restream, the free version. Last Saturday, I think I went an hour and almost an hour and a half. and no problems. But I want to try to keep it an hour on Saturday night. Because, yeah, I think an hour will keep it interesting. Yeah, I toyed around with StreamYard for a while, but Restream was, to me, much more intuitive. Uh, I'm getting more comfortable with it all the time. I'm going to see if I can get that camera to focus on the tree instead of the screen. There we go. I'll tickle the wind chime while I'm here. Woohoo! It's warmed up to 18 on the back porch. That's chilly. Oh, stupid camera. Oh, really? Well, I'm not going out and freezing for a few seconds of focus. I don't know why it keeps focusing on the screen instead of the tree, because usually once the sun's hitting the tree, it'll just stay focused on it. That's Mike. That's just an old phone on Wi-Fi, and I don't know how much longer it's going to last. Don't look. Hey, I don't enjoy it either. That's why I went out there and tried to get it to focus on the tree. The the camera's aimed facing north, and the sun's coming up on the other side of the house. I tried once putting the camera aimed out in the front, but the last time that I did that, I put the microphone on the back to try to hear the birds and not so much traffic because the road's out front. And it, for whatever reason, it lost the connection. It's stabilized now. Freaking out again. That's probably because of the wind blowing. Mike, how long you think it'll be before it'll be safe to go ice fishing again? Oh, good. Because I know how much you enjoy fishing. What else? What else do you do up there in the wintertime besides ice fishing? Hey, Frank, how you doing today? Hey, the camera's freaking out. I think it's because it's pretty cold on the back porch. I couldn't bring myself just to make a cup of coffee, so I'm having another pot. Well, Frank, give Maggie a big hug. I hope she's doing good today. I got you, Mike. That's mighty good of you. I know what you mean there, Mike. I've got to replace my kitchen sink. And I've had the sink for a long time. I got it when it was on sale. I wanted to resurface the original sink because I really like it, but resurfacing it was, even doing it myself, was going to cost more than just getting another sink. Juan, good morning. Hope you have a good day at work. Juan's got to start work here in just a couple of minutes. Thanks, Juan. Tell everybody there hello. You got it. 3 p.m. your time. Okay. Juan, do the exclamation ME so everybody's got your channel. Juan's doing his version of a music channel. And we're going to go live 3 o'clock West Coast, 6 p.m. East Coast. Hey, Moggs. Moggs, I would have come up and talked some last night, but I was just too tired. I didn't want to fall asleep and snore. At least not live. There you go, John. As I'm watching the camera freak out, I'm also watching Mighty Mouse on the morning cartoon show. I know, Mike. When I was a kid, Mighty Mouse was the big show, the first big cartoon, Saturday morning cartoon that I really enjoyed. And then we went into Milton the Monster, Space Ghost, Johnny Quest. Oh, the neighbors have puppies. I call it the puppy alarm. Whenever anything's going on in the neighborhood, they sound off. Mike, you remember the Herculoids, or are you too young to remember them? That's okay. No, when I was a kid, geez, I think I was about 10 years old before we had a TV that had color. Maybe older. We had a 19-inch portable. It was on a stand that rolled around. That was the first color TV we ever got. Space Ghost, the Herculoids. But Johnny Quest, that was a great cartoon. Futuristic to a certain point. Good stories. I never got into comic books, but I liked Saturday morning cartoons. Well, that's because you're about 15 to 20 years younger than me, Mike. I was an adult before Transformers were ever heard of. Yeah, I knew people that was into Transformers and Wonder Twins. Oh gosh, what else? Something or other cats. Teenage Ninja Turtles. Mike's a young and Sharon. Here, Mike, you're going to get no argument out there. That's just hilarious. Kathy, he's not that far back. But that's why we all like Mike so much. He's honest about it. What's your flavor? What's your favorite flavor of soap, Mike? Irish Spring. Oh, Mike, I passed by Kathy's summer home the other day. All the lights were taken down. It's just a plain old front now. Uh, you could still be in your 50s, Sharon, to have a son 38. How do you like the liquid soaps? Then you don't have to bite, just rinse. Now, I couldn't bring myself to make a instant coffee, so I just made another pot of coffee. But you guys could hear that, I'm sure. Sharon, 57, that's when I was born. 1957. This lady I used to work with, I think she barely turned 32. She might have been a month or two past 32 when she became a grandmother. Sharon, that means I was 12 years old when you were born, almost a teenager. Pogo, Pogo in the bathroom. Yeah, Sharon, I got siblings that are there's 10 years between us. We're spread out over almost 19 years between the oldest and the youngest. You're right, Tina. It is cold up here. When I started this morning, it was 15 on the back porch. Tina, I'll be down your way next week. I'm driving somebody down there to visit. I'm driving somebody down there to visit relatives because they don't drive anymore. Michael Haywood, buddy, we missed you last night. We wanted you to tell your story that you said you were going to tell. Kathy, I figured you'd know you can't use plunger for a pogo stick. You know, you'd land once and then it'd stick to the floor. You wouldn't go up at all. Besides, Michael, Moggs loves to hear you laugh. How dare me state facts? Oh, Michael, I had to go to Greenville, South Carolina, and in Spartanburg I got gas for $2.28 a gallon. And coming up 85, I saw gas for $2.19 again in South Carolina. But Danny said that gas down his way was $1.99. Yeah, Mike, it's going to get higher in California because one of their refineries has already shut down. They're moving to Texas, and another refinery is going to shut down here in a month or two. And when that one shuts down, they're saying gas might get up to $8 a gallon in California. Yeah, Mike, me too. Around here, the best price I found is $2.55 a gallon. Well, people need to learn, your vote matters, and who you put in office affects your everyday life. They're anti fossil fuel, and they're paying for it. It was 15 when I started, and it's moved up to 18 now. Michael, when I was driving home yesterday, I was listening to a radio station coming through Hickory, and they said Haywood County was going to get a foot of snow. 30. Oh my goodness, Moggs, that's cold for you. Jeez. Michael, do you know where State Park Cliffs on the Neuse? You know where that's at? I'm going to try to go down there next month. sometime in February. And then take a couple of back roads down toward Wilmington. The other place I want to go is like 30 miles from Wilmington. So I think I'm going to bite the bullet and drive another 30 miles and at least see the ocean. It's a little west of you. I don't know exactly where you're at, but I think it's west of you. It's south and a little, no, east of you. I'm sorry, Michael. It's east of you. It's a little south and east of Goldsboro. Yeah, I'll probably just go and, you know, yeah, it's east of you. But there's been two sightings down that direction. The sightings are very similar. They were a year or two apart, and I want to check out that park and just do as much, in one trip as possible. So I'll probably go to the park, drive through the areas where the reports were, go down, see the beach, and then beeline it straight back here. No, I can't say that I have, Michael. Most of the time, I go along the Parkway, Blue Ridge Parkway, and I've hiked Mount Mitchell, which is the highest peak, in the Appalachian chain. And Grandfather Mountain's my favorite, though. I really enjoy that one. And then there's that little park I go to every week or most weeks. I haven't been in a while. Tina, how are you and your family doing? Y'all avoiding the flu bug and all of that? Because everybody I know down in Hillsboro, like 3 out of 5 have had the flu and been hospitalized. And another Tina that comes in the chat, she's in Wilmington area. She's had the flu. I'm good. I've just had a I made the mistake of eating some food that turned out to trigger my asthma. And I got to thinking about it. There's been several things that are new, and it looks like a couple of them are things I shouldn't do. So I'm just going through the elimination process of figuring out which one's triggering the asthma and get rid of it. It's just slowed me down a little bit. It has not stopped me. Yeah. Yeah, that's the way it seems to go with males. They have it their worst as a child, and a lot of times females they'll start having the allergy problems after they turn 21. At least in my family, that's what I've seen. I had an aunt; she was in her early 30s, and she was just eating whatever it was, her normal stuff, and all of a sudden she puffed up. She's her words, she doubled in size, and they rushed her to the hospital when she'd become allergic to milk products. So even a little sliver of cheese, and she'd have to go to the hospital. Yeah, allergies are not to be played with, and a lot of people who have peanut allergies. I mean, just if somebody has a peanut and just brushes their skin, they can go into anaphylactic shock and be hospitalized. Thank you for hanging out, Mio. Michael Haywood, what's on your agenda today? You fishing, hunting, weed whacking? Oh, well, you get to rest. I'm glad to hear that. Stay in out of the cold and enjoy your day. There you go. Do you hunt on the lake or do you just go out in the field close to a lake? Speaking of beaver ponds, beavers stuck in the soup bowl. Remember that episode of Leave It to Beaver? Well, most of you guys would have seen it in reruns. Starting to cloud up a bit. Wow, that's pretty much all of them, Michael. I don't think I would have remembered to mention Mondello. Sometimes watching these old programs uh, spoils the illusion because I think of questions that I didn't think of back then. Beaver climbed up on that sign uh, and got into the bowl, but they had to get a ladder to get him out. They couldn't climb up the same way he did. Roger Blair. That's one thing good about the Me TV channel. They have some of the best old TV shows out there. Kathy Bates, one of the things they show is somebody who's from Ohio Svengoolie. He shows those old horror movies. Thank you, Sonia. Good job, Nightbot. Fun times. When Florida's down to 30 degrees, yeah, that's pretty cold for them. After they talked about the Arctic blast, were they promoting global warming being the reason for it? We're going to get this terrible Arctic blast because of global warming. On a channel here, they are so obvious. First of all, they're only good for about a 24-hour forecast on good days. But if it's the least little bit above average, that's all that this one forecaster can talk about. But then when it's 20 degrees below normal, it's a little on the cool side. It's hilarious. And one of the biggest promoters of it, who was saying the sea is rising and properties are going to be underwater on the coast and blah 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 blah. They just spent $7 million on a beachfront property. Well, I remember in 76 or 77, the consensus then was that we were headed for a severe cooling period, possibly tiptoeing into the ice age numbers. But it didn't take them long to change their minds about that. I don't know, Mike. I don't remember that. But when I was a kid, the weather forecast was everything was local. You didn't see, you know, unless it was a big disaster, you didn't see the rest of the world. And now the least little thing goes on somewhere else, and it's headlines. Not recently, Michael. They have had some supply chain difficulties. They have been experiencing sudden explosive reactions. We're going to need a bigger boat. Whoa. I think it was around 95 here. Might have been 96, but I was snowed in for a week, no power. And when your heat is a heat pump and your water is a well, when the power's out, you got nothing. And in March of 74 around here, we got snow every Wednesday in that March. I was just lucky I had a little kerosene heater. It's able to keep the temperature in the house in the 40s. Yeah, I got one time after that being snowed in. It stayed in the box. The one time that I had it and the power went out, before I could get it out of the box and put oil in it, uh, the power was back on. The solar generators have their good part and their bad parts. Michael, if you could figure a way to inject sawdust into the combustion chamber, yeah, sawdust makes a fantastic fuel. You grab a handful of sawdust and throw it on an open fire and watch what happens. Anybody who's done any woodworking knows you don't have any open flames near sawdust. I bet, Mike. I tell you, the like I said, if you could just figure out a delivery system to the combustion chamber, and then it'd be a little hard evacuating the chamber after the combustion. I guess a steam engine would work pretty good with that stuff. The Amish have a really good wood stove. It's like it almost looks like a bench in your room. The stove is at one end, and then it exhausts out an area almost level with the stove part itself, but it allows the heat to disperse before the gases are sent out the chimney. Extremely efficient. And for the very cold natured people, they can sit on the part where the exhaust comes out and warm their tushy. Uh, Michael, I can't think of it. Huh. One place we lived in down in Hillsboro, uh, we had a coal burning furnace, and every once in a while we'd have to go outside because you couldn't get into the basement directly. You had to go outside, go into the basement, and shovel coal. I never had to, but the adults had to. But hey, that's a small price to pay to have indoor plumbing. Yeah, wood's got methanol in it. If you vaporize methanol, you can run an engine off of it. That's why wood stoves are so efficient, is they make sure everything burns. Yeah, Mike, where you're located at, having backup anything is a good idea. Yeah, one of my neighbors has a propane tank. I just what concerns me about propane tanks and whatnot more than anything else is you get the wrong person, mad at you or being mischievous, and they do something stupid with a 30-30. Yeah, but those detectors have gotten so inexpensive these days. I mean, a 2 pack at Costco I've seen for like $60, and it's a smoke detector, carbon monoxide detector. Uh, Pretty much, if you have anything in your house that burns fuel of any kind, you want to have one of those. Really? I know too many people that have to have that CPAP thing. I wouldn't be able to sleep with one of those things. Mike, are you saying your wife releases smoke too often? That was one of the jokes we used. Hey, Donna, how you doing? That was one of the jokes we would say working on electronics. Yep, you let the magic smoke out, it don't work anymore. Mike, it's not that we didn't believe it, we just ignored it and went with the flow. Hotel room, where are you traveling, Donna? Ooh, sun's back out. It was behind a cloud for a while. Okay. Well, Donna, I hope you have a good time visiting your friend and safe travels wherever you might go. Yeah, the puppies are outside during the day. The sprayer sometimes causes it to bang like that. That's another reason for replacing the sink. I was rinsing the coffee pot out again. Yeah, we're looking through the back porch screen at the tree. For some reason this morning, I guess it's because it's so cold, the camera doesn't want to focus on the tree. It wants to focus on the screen. And if it goes, if the stream just goes blank all of a sudden, it's the cold is, draining the batteries faster. The diverter for the sprayer, it's not functioning correctly. So every once in a while it'll bang like that. And then with the sink not being in the best of shape, that's why I got the replacement sink, and it's got a new faucet. Donna, you shouldn't be bored. Uh, Too bad Chris isn't here. He'd probably enjoy watching that. I'm torn. I want a motorcycle to ride on the road. Honda has a 750 uh, that gets 80 miles to the gallon. That would sure be nice to travel around the country, but I just don't trust other drivers enough. Hey, Stevie B, good morning. they've come a long way, Mike, but I was riding motorcycles all the time in the 70s, and they were owned by AMF. And back then, for sure, they would leak. You ride them for half a day and work on them for a day and a half, tightening bolts and figuring out what was coming loose. And I didn't want a bike to work on. I wanted a bike to ride. So I always had, for the street, I always had a Honda. And for the trails, I always had a Yamaha. And Mr. Lee 3PO, if you're listening, I'm still waiting on that photo of that Yamaha RD 350. Stevie, I hope your morning's going easy for you. Mog said it was 30 degrees. Okay. Really, Mike? That's one thing. Uh, Practicing by yourself in sports is boring. Yeah, there used to be a Honda factory near here that made the small engines. Ooh, cool. It's probably 20 degrees on the back porch now. Should be, anyway. I'm going to try something. And if you guys want to, you're welcome. Well, thank you. I would have come up on the panel last night, but I was concerned of falling asleep and snoring on you guys, and I didn't think y'all would like that. For anybody right now that's watching and listening, you got to put the HTTPS:// in front of this. Mike, you probably know about it because it's Restream, but I'm going to put something in chat. And thank you, Stevie. And for those who want to, and I'm not going to go live with this, I'm just going to be like backstage talking for a bit. You'll have to give me a few minutes to get logged on and whatnot. But go-kart. The last one I saw was the last one I saw was on a chainsaw. Anyway, like I said, you got to put the HTTPS:// in front of that. But after I end this live, I'm going to hang out there for a few minutes doing a little research, and y'all are welcome to come and you can talk instead of having to type. So give you guys a minute to say your buys, and I'm going to close down the camera on the back porch. Give me a few minutes to get logged in there. Thanks everybody for coming in this morning. Stay warm. And as always, I hope hundreds, if not thousands, of kind words come your way.